मैं हूँ रश्मि चौधरी एंड वेलकम टू दिस वीडियो सीरीज। यहाँ हम कवर करेंगे नितिन सिंघानिया की आर्ट एंड कल्चर की फिफ्थ एडिशन जो कि लेटेस्ट एडिशन है। इस किताब को हम थॉरली रीड करेंगे, जहाँ ज़रूरत पड़ेगी समझाएंगे भी, और साथ ही यूपीएससी और स्टेट पीएससीज में आए हुए प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस करेंगे। इस सीरीज में एक वीडियो 30 से 35 मिनट्स की होगी, बट इफेक्टिव होगी। 40 से 45 लेक्चर्स में पूरी किताब कवर हो जाएगी। अगर आपने ये सीरीज 3 से 4 बार देख ली तो बिल्कुल ये किताब आपके दिमाग में छप जाएगी एंड योर एक्यूरेसी विल डेफिनेटली इंक्रीज। ऑल्सो आपका रिवीजन काफी आसान हो जाएगा। तो अगर आपको रिवीजन के साथ साथ वैल्यू एडिशन भी करना है तो ये सीरीज पूरी फॉलो करें। आपको बस अपने पास ये किताब रख कर मुझे सुनना है और इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट्स मार्क करने हैं। सो विदाउट एनी फर्दर डिले लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड।
हेलो एंड वेलकम बैक टू द चैनल घटना सूत्र। यहाँ हम कवर कर रहे हैं नितिन सिंघानिया की फिफ्थ एडिशन की आर्ट एंड कल्चर की किताब जो कि लेटेस्ट एडिशन है। और हमने चैप्टर 20 विच इज अबाउट द इंडियन लिटरेचर उसका इंट्रोडक्टरी पार्ट कंप्लीट कर लिया था। आज हम वेदास से स्टार्ट करेंगे। तो सबसे पहले ऋग्वेद। द ऋग्वेद इज द ओल्डेस्ट एग्जिस्टिंग वेदा अमंग द फोर। अब ये क्वेश्चन कि ओल्डेस्ट वेदा कौन है, ये यूकेपीसीएस 2010 एंड यूपीपीसीएस 1995 में पूछा गया है। आप सोचिए, एक लाइन का सेंटेंस और एक वर्ड में आंसर आपको एक मार्क्स फेच कर देगा। इट कंसिस्ट ऑफ 1028 इंडिविजुअल संस्कृत हिम्स एंड प्रेयर्स। ये क्वेश्चन भी कि ये नंबर, दिस नंबर इज ऑल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट, ये छत्तीसगढ़ पीसीएस 2011 में पूछा गया है। एंड इट कंसिस्ट ऑफ संस्कृत हिम्स एंड प्रेयर्स, ये यूपीपीसीएस 2003 का क्वेश्चन है, which makes it very important. Again, it is said to be one of the first extensive compositions in Indian European language to have survived for our perusal. Historians argue that it was compiled around 1500 to 1200 BC. The focus of this Veda is on worldly prosperity and natural beauty. The text is organized in 10 books known as mandalas of varying age and length. Furthermore, each mandala comprises several suttas or hymns which are usually for sacrificial purposes. Most of the hymns concentrate on the themes of life, death, creation, sacrifice, and for seeking godly pleasure or soma. All the Rigvedic hymns are dedicated to several deities, in particular to chief deity Lord Indra. अब ये क्वेश्चन कि चीफ डेटी कौन थे और सबसे ज्यादा हिम्स किनको डेडिकेट किए गए हैं, ये यूपीपीसीएस 2008 का क्वेश्चन है. The other prominent gods mentioned in Rig Veda are Agni, god of fire; Varuna, god of water; Rudra, god of wind and storm; uh, Aditya, a form of sun god; Vayu, god of air; and Ashwin, uh, and the Ashwini twins. There are several hymns dedicated to female goddesses too, such as Usha, goddess of dawn; Prithvi, goddess of earth; and Vak, goddess of speech. The hymns of the Veda are recited by Hotri sages. अब एक क्वेश्चन वैदिक लिटरेचर से रिलेटेड पूछा गया था जो कि हम आगे पढ़ेंगे, लेकिन मुझे यहाँ पे जगह दिखी तो मैंने सोचा ये लिखी दूं। तो वेदा में ऑर्डर होता है। तो वैदिक संहितास, ब्राह्मणास, आर्यनकास, अरण्यकास और उपनिषद, ये ऑर्डर होता है। और यूपीपीसीएस 2014 का ये क्वेश्चन है, आप ये नोट करके यहाँ लिख सकते हैं। लार्जेस्ट नंबर ऑफ हिम्स आर डेडिकेटेड टू इंद्र, ये मैंने बता दिया। यूपीपीसीएस 2002 में ये डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन आया था। इंद्र को वॉर गॉड भी कहते हैं, ये भी आप नोट करके रख लें। यूपीपीसीएस 2011 एंड यूकेपीसीएस 2010 में पूछा गया क्वेश्चन है, प्लीज नोट दिस डाउन। बिलो इज अ ब्रीफ ऑफ 10 मंडला। जब 10 मंडला होते हैं इसके, अब एक एक मंडल के बारे में हम पढ़ेंगे। तो मंडला 1, हिम्स कितने हैं? 191। यंगेस्ट एंड लॉन्गेस्ट, mainly addresses Agni, Indra, Varun, Mitra, Ashwins, etc. Mandala 2, 43 hymns है, oldest and shortest, mainly addresses Agni and Indra. It is chiefly attributed to Rishi uh, Gatsamat Sonuhotra. Mandala 3, 62 hymns, oldest and shortest, mainly addressed to Agni and Indra, and the Visve Devas contains the Gayatri Mantra. Very important question, very important question. बीपीएससी 1994, यूपीपीसीएस 2013 में पूछा गया है, आगे भी पूछा जा सकता है, जाएगा। मंडला 458, oldest and shortest, mainly addresses to Agni and Indra as well as Bhus, Ashwins, Brihaspati, Vayu, Ushas, etc. Most hymns are attributed to Vamadev Gautama. Mandala 5, 87 hymns है, oldest and shortest, mainly addresses to Agni, Indra, Vishve Devas, the Maruts, the twin deity Mitra, Varuna, and the Ashwins. Most hymns are attributed to Atri clan. Mandala 6, hymns 75, shortest and oldest, mainly addresses to Agni and Indra, all the gods, Pusan, Aswins, Usha, etc. Mandala 7, 104 hymns hai, oldest and shortest again, addresses to Agni, Indra, Vishwadevas, Maruts, Mitra, Varuna, Ashwins, Ushas, Indra, Varuna, Vayu, to each to Saraswati, ancient river, goddess of learning, ancient river slash goddess of learning, and Vishnu. Most hymns of the mandala are attributed to Vashisht, Maitri, Varuni. मंडला 8 की अगर हम बात करें तो हिम्स 103 है, मिक्स्ड एजेस है, attributed attributed to the Kanva clan and other Angirasa poets. मंडला 9 वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, इसमें सोम पवमाना के बारे में मेंशन्ड है, और सोम का मेंशन किस मंडल में है, ये क्वेश्चन बीपीएससी 1997 एंड 1995 दोनों सालों में पूछा गया है। हिम्स कितने हैं? 114 है, मिक्स्ड एजेस अगेन, entirely devoted to Soma Pavamana, the cleansing or the cleansing of the sacred portion of Vedic religion. Mandala 10, 1991, youngest and largest, addressed to Agni, Indra, and various other deities, contains Nadi Stuti Sukta, praise of rivers, Purush Sukta, Vedic sociology, Nasadiya Sukta, multiple speculations about the creation of the universe, Surya Sukta, marriage hymns, death hymns, etc. अब पुरुष सूक्त के बारे में क्वेश्चन पूछा गया है कि पुरुष सूक्त में सबसे पहले तो वर्ण सिस्टम मेंशन किया गया है। ब्राह्मण, क्षत्रिय, वैश्य और शूद्र वाला जो वर्ण सिस्टम चलता था वो सबसे पहले इसी मंडल में देखा गया है, और उसमें भी पुरुष सूक्त में देखा गया। ये यूके पीसीएस 2012 का क्वेश्चन है। अगेन पुरुष सूक्त किस मंडल में है, ये क्वेश्चन छत्तीसगढ़ पीसीएस 2014 में पूछा गया है, तो दिस बिकम्स इम्पोर्टेंट। Six mandalas ranging from second to seventh are called Gotra, and Vamsa mandalas, also collectively known as Kula Grantha. अब the word Gotra occurred for the first time in Rig Veda. ये question UP PCS 2005 में पूछा गया है. Please note this down. Yajurved, the name Yajus signifies sacrifice, and the Veda concentrates on the rites and mantras of different types of sacrifices that were prevalent in the Vedic times. There are two major recensions, Samhitas of the Yajurved, Shukla, which is pure which is white slash pure, and Krishna, black slash dark. Here, black implies an unarranged and motley collection of verses in contrast to the arranged verses in the white. These Samhitas are called Vajrasaneye, Sanei Samhita, and Taittiriya Samhita. The Yajurveda is predominantly a ritual Veda, as it acts like a guidebook for the rishis and priests who conduct sacrificial rituals. अब ये क्वेश्चन कि इसमें sacrificial rituals दिए हुए हैं, ये एमपीपीसीएस 1999 आरएस मतलब राजस्थान एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव सर्विसेज 1999 में पूछा गया है। अब इसमें हिम्स एंड रिचुअल्स ये दिया गया है, ये भी यूपीपीसीएस 2003 में पूछा गया है। तो वर्ड्स इधर उधर हो सकते हैं, लेकिन द थीम रिमेन्स द सेम कि इसमें सैक्रिफाइस से रिलेटेड रिचुअल्स दिए गए हैं। यजुर्वेद सीम्स टू नो अबाउट द मेटल आयरन, अगेन इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, फैक्चुअल बेस पूछ सकता है इससे क्वेश्चन। Samaved, the Samaved has been named after Saman melody and concentrates on melody or songs. ये क्वेश्चन पूछा गया है यूपीपीसीएस 2003, एमपीपीसीएस 1999 कि सामवेद किससे रिलेटेड है, तो इट इज रिलेटेड टू म्यूजिक और मेलोडी। अब जो बोल ले, while the earlier text has 1875 hymns, historians argue that 75 are original and the rest have been taken from Sakala branch of Rigveda. It consists of hymns, detached verses, and 16,000 ragas, musical notes, and raganis. It is because of the lyrical nature of the text that it has been called Book of Chants. It also shows us how Indian music had developed in the Vedic period. The hymns of the Samaveda were recited by Udgatri sages. The Rig Veda, Samaveda, Yajurveda are collectively known as Traji or Traivedya, meaning triple sciences. अब ये क्वेश्चन कि त्रैविद्या किसको बोलते हैं, यूपीपीसीएस 2010 में पूछा गया है, तो किसको किसको बोलते हैं? ऋग्वेद, सामवेद एंड यजुर्वेद. प्लीज नोट केयरफुली, अथर्ववेद इसमें इंक्लूडेड नहीं है. तो ये कंफ्यूजन हो सकता है एग्जाम में, तो प्लीज नोट दिस डाउन. अथर्ववेद क्या है? This Ved is known as the Brahma Ved and has been attributed to two rishis called Atharvan and Angiras. Because of its association with two rishis in the olden times, it was called Atharva Vangi Rasa. While it is mostly concerned with the peace and prosperity of human society and covers all aspects of man's daily life, it specifically focuses on the treatment of several ailments. अब इसमें आयुर्वेद भी है. ये क्वेश्चन यूपीपीसीएस 1994 का है एंड इट इज रिलेटेड टू मेडिसिन. ये एमपीपीसीएस 1999 में पूछा गया क्वेश्चन है. तो प्लीज बी केयरफुल कि आप वेद के एसोसिएशन जाने की थीम क्या है वेद की, हर एक वेद की. The book is known to prescribe treatments for almost 99 diseases. There are two major recensions, shakhas of the text called Paipalada and Saunakia. ये भी याद रखें. Most of the text deals with the healing and black and white magic. Atharvaved is known as the book of magical formula, and the speculations on the changes in the universe and the text even touches upon issues such as everyday problem in a householder's life. अब ये बुक ऑफ चार्म्स एंड स्पेल्स हमने देखा, मैजिकल फॉर्मूलाज है. ये क्वेश्चन पूछा गया है यूपीपीसीएस 2003 एंड जेपीएससी 2011. तो आप देख रहे हैं एक एक लाइन, एक एक वर्ड, एक एक एसोसिएशन बिकम्स सो इम्पोर्टेंट व्हेन यू आर डीलिंग विथ लिटरेचर एंड स्टफ. To fully understand the Vedas, it is necessary to read the Vedangas or the branches slash limbs of Veda. There are six such auxiliary disciplines associated with the study of the Vedas. They act as a supplement to the original Veda and concentrate on topics such as Siksha, education, Nirukta, etymology, or the origin of the words. Uh, Chanda, a matrix in Sanskrit grammar, Kalpa Sutra, sacrificial practice and systematic sutras, Jyotisha, astronomy, and Vyakarana, grammar. In the later period, several authors picked these subjects and wrote treatises on them called sutras. These were written in the form of a precept or a text that defines the general rule that regulates the thoughts and behavior of mankind. One of the most striking examples of such literature is Panini's Ashtadhyayi, which is a text to define the rules of Sanskrit grammar. अब पाणिनि ने ही अष्टाध्यायी लिखा था. ये यूपी आरओ स्लैश एआरओ 2017, यूपीपीसीएस 1992 एंड 2010 एंड जेपीएससी 2011 का क्वेश्चन है. So please be careful when you are reading about a book to so please attention to the writer of the book as well, क्योंकि this becomes important. आपको match the following जैसे questions आ जाते हैं. ब्राह्मणास के बारे में पढ़ते हैं. The Brahmanas are a part of Hindu Shruti, revealed knowledge literature. Each Veda has a Brahmana attached to it, which is essentially a collection of texts with commentaries on the particular Veda. They are usually a mixture of legends, facts, philosophy, and detailed explanation of Vedic rituals. They also contain instructions on how to properly conduct rituals and enunciate the signs of sacrifice. They also explain the symbolic significance of the sacred words used in the rituals. Although historians disagree on the dating of the Brahmanas, it is usually pegged to be composed and compiled between 900 to 700 BC. As mentioned above, each Veda has its accompanying Brahmana as presented below. तो ऋग्वेद के का ब्राह्मणा कौन सा है? ऐतरेय. ऐतरेय. ठीक है। और कौशी तकी। सामवेद में तांड्या और महाब्राह्मणा, शादविंशा ब्राह्मणा। अ, यजुर्वेद में तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मणा और शतपाठ ब्राह्मणा, और अथर्ववेद में गोपाठ ब्राह्मणा। अब ऋग्वेद का कनेक्शन ऐतरेय ब्राह्मणा से है, ये क्वेश्चन एसोसिएशन ऐतरेय ब्राह्मणा से है, ये क्वेश्चन एमपीपीसीएस 2017। एंड अथर्ववेद का एसोसिएशन इज विद गोपाठ ब्राह्मणा, ये यूपीआरओ एआरओ 2014 में पूछा गया क्वेश्चन है। तो बाकी सबके बारे में भी आ सकता है, ऑब्वियसली याद रखना है इस टेबल को, छोटी सी टेबल है, आप याद कर सकते हो। उपनिषद, interestingly, the term Upanishad or U-at, per foot, knee down, and shad, to sit, that is to sit down near the teacher, describes the text completely. A collection of more than 200 Upanishads are known, and the teacher usually passed them down verbally to his students in the forest while they sat in front of him. This tradition was a part of Guru Shishya Parampara. These are treatises written in Sanskrit and give an account of Vedas in predominantly monastic and mystical terms. As they are generally the last part of the Vedas, they are known as Vedanta or Ant of the Veda. Upanishads are said to hold the truth about the human life and show the way towards human salvation or moksha. They continue to talk about abstract and philosophical problems faced by mankind, especially the origin of the universe, the supposed origin of mankind, the life and death cycle, and the material spiritual quest of man. Out of the above mentioned 200 Upanishads, a set of 108 Upanishads has been called the Muktika canon. Only 10 of these are the principal Upanishads, that is Isha, Kena, Katha, Prashan, Mundak, Mundukya, Mandukya, Taittiriya, Aitreya, Chandogya, and Brihadaranyaka. This is supposed to be an important canon, as the number 108 is equivalent to the number of beads on Hindu rosary or माला। अब कथा उपनिषद या फिर कथोपनिषद जिसको बोलते हैं, उसमें से एक इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज मिलती है, इसमें एक डायलॉग है जो कि है बिटवीन नचिकेत एंड यम। तो ये क्वेश्चन कि डायलॉग बिटवीन नचिकेत एंड यम इज प्रेजेंट इन विच उपनिषद, तो कथोपनिषद। ये CSE 1997 and UPPCS 1999, 2002 and UKPCS 2005 मल्टीपल टाइम्स मल्टीपल एग्जाम से पूछा गया है। तो प्लीज बी केयरफुल, प्लीज हाईलाइट दिस पॉइंट, ये आ सकता है अभी भी एग्जाम में। The oldest Upanishads are Brihadaranyaka and Chandogya Upanishads. The phrase Satyamev Jayate, carefully note this point down, very carefully highlight this, दिमाग में रखिए। The phrase Satyamev Jayate, which is the national motto of India, is taken from Manduk Upanishad. अब ये क्वेश्चन यूपीपीसीएस 2014, 2004, CSE 2004, एमपीपीसीएस 1992, 1994 सब में आ चुका है। आप देख रहे हो लिखने के लिए जगह कम पड़ गई। तो प्लीज प्लीज इसका ध्यान रखें, ये सब क्वेश्चंस आ जाते हैं एग्जाम में, और दीज आर लो हैंगिंग फ्रूट्स जिसको आप याद रखिए, एक बार याद रखें और ये आपको 1 मार्क्स फेच कर देंगे एग्जाम में। नेक्स्ट इज अरंक्यास, Aranyakas, sorry, the Aranyakas are also texts attached to the Vedas, and they describe the philosophy behind the rituals and the sacrifices involved in the Vedas from various perspectives. They are said to be compilations of ritualistic information on the birth and death cycles, as well as the complexity of the soul. It is argued that holy and learned men called munis who preferred to dwell between the limits of the forest taught them. Similar to the Brahmanas, each Veda has an accompanying Aranyaka. The Aranyakas bridge the way of work, Karma Marg, postulated by Brahmanas, and the way of knowledge, Gyan Vak, advocated by Upanishads. ठीक है, द एपिक्स अब पढ़ेंगे महाभारत एंड रामायण के बारे में। These two great Sanskrit epics are called Mahakavya, as they have become a part of collective memory of the followers of Hinduism. Both the texts have been compiled and added to added to through the ages, and what we see today is an amalgamation of several transmissions made by sages as well as bards or storytellers. रामायण, अब इससे रिलेटेड एक क्वेश्चन आया हुआ है कि विच कांड ऑफ रामायण डिस्क्राइब्स फर्स्ट मीटिंग ऑफ राम एंड हनुमान। तो राम जी और हनुमान जी की तो जो मीटिंग हुई थी वो किष्किंधा कांड में हुई थी। और ये यूपीपीसीएस 2004 का क्वेश्चन है, तो आप लिख लें इसको। ये इम्पोर्टेंट हो सकता है। The most famous and revered recension of the Ramayana is by the sage Valmiki, who is also called Adi Kavi or the first amongst the poets. By the same logic, the Ramayana is called Adi Kavya or the first among the poetry. ठीक है, ये पूछा जा सकता है क्वेश्चन। Although there is a great debate on the dating of the Ramayana, most historians argue that it was compiled around 1500 BC. ठीक है, in this epic, through the story of Rama, who is projected as the ideal man, instructions on how to achieve the fourfold objective पुरुषार्थ of mankind are given. क्या क्या है पुरुषार्थ? धर्म, religion or righteousness, earth, monetary achievement in the worldly sphere, काम, fulfilling worldly desires, and moksha, liberation from these desires. Ramayana consists of 24,000 verses and is divided into seven books called khandas. It is considered an epic as it presents the detail of the war between Lord Rama and demon king Ravana over the kidnapping of Rama's wife Sita. There are several major characters like Hanuman, Lakshman, and Vibhishan who were instrumental in the fight that was fought in Lanka, modern Sri Lanka, at the end of which Rama triumphed over Ravana and brought back his wife. This success has been considered to be the victory of good over evil. बुराई पे अच्छाई की जीत. There are many versions of Ramayana in several Indian languages. Ramcharitmanas, written by Saint Tulsi Das in 1576 AD, is one such adaptation. अब ये क्वेश्चन कि रामचरितमानस किसने लिखा है? तुलसीदास जी ने लिखा है। ये यूपीपीसीएस 2007 में पूछा गया है. The influence of the characters in the Ramayana is found in the cultural consciousness of several Southeast Asian countries like Cambodia, Thailand, and Indonesia. बात करते हैं महाभारत की. The Mahabharata has several versions, but the most popular is one was penned by Ved Vyas. ठीक है. अब एक कुछ एक्स्ट्रा इंफॉर्मेशन. पर्शियन ट्रांसलेशन जो है महाभारत की वो उसको क्या कहते हैं? राजमनामा कहते हैं. बहुत लोग कंफ्यूज हो सकते हैं क्योंकि ये रामायण का तो नहीं है, ऐसा लगेगा देख के, लेकिन नहीं, इट इज ऑफ महाभारत और ये आरएएस राजस्थान एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव सर्विसेज 2016 का क्वेश्चन भी है. अब ग्रैंडफादर ऑफ अर्जुन किसे कहा गया है? आपको थोड़ा थोड़ा तो इन्फॉर्मेशन होगा ही कि महाभारत में कंटेक्स्ट क्या है, क्या क्या कंटेंट है, क्या कंटेक्स्ट है. तो विचित्र वीर्य वॉज द ग्रैंडफादर ऑफ अर्जुन एंड एमपीपीसीएस 2005 पे ये क्वेश्चन भी है, तो यू शुड नोट दिस डाउन हियर. It was written in Sanskrit and initially had 8,800 verses. This version was called Jaya or the story of victory. अब ओरिजिनली महाभारत को जय संहिता कहते थे. ये क्वेश्चन UPRO/ARO 2014 का है. Please note this down here. After that, several stories were compiled and added to this collection. The number of verses increased to 24,000 and it was renamed Bharata after earliest Vedic tribes. The current form consists of 1 lakh verses. The final shape was formed during the Gupta period of the early 4th century AD and is divided into 18 parvas, या फिर chapters. It is the longest epic written ever. The story is based on the conflict between Kauravas and Pandavas over the right to claim the throne of Hastinapur. The sutradhar of the story is Lord Krishna. The Mahabharata also consists of an important didactical text of Hindus, that is Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita was translated to English by Charles Wilkins. ये question CSE 2001 का है. Please note this information down. This text is like a concise guide to the Hindu religion's philosophical dilemmas and even acts as a guide to mankind on how to live a righteous life. Most of the text is a dialogue between Lord Krishna and Pandava prince Arjuna about the duties of a man, warrior, and prince. The text also elaborates on the problem of violence versus non-violence and action versus non-action, and in the end talks about dharma. Lord Krishna even makes a distinction between the various kinds of dharma and prefers that Arjun and mankind should follow nishkam karma, that is the performance of one's duty to the family and the world in a selfless manner. Very important thing to remember as well as to apply in your life. आगे, in Indian tradition, Mahabharata is also known as the fifth Veda. Again, this question can be a factual question as well. Sorry. पढ़ते हैं पुराणास के बारे में. As the word Purana suggests, these texts talk about that which renews the old. These are ancient Indian mythological texts which consist of narrative stories about the creation of the universe and illustrate its history till the supposed destruction of the universe. They cover a wide range of subjects like folk tales, pilgrimages, astronomy, grammar, and theology. It contains the story of kings, heroes, sages, and demigods, but it focuses on the divine Hindu Trimurti or Trinity, three gods, Brahmana, Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. ठीक है. There are 18 major Puranas और महापुराणास भी बोलते हैं इनको. अब यूपीपीएससी 2009 2010 दोनों साल में ये क्वेश्चन पूछा गया है, about the number of Puranas. Okay, so this number becomes important, and each gives prominence to a particular deity and expounds on the philosophical and religious concepts related to that deity. Some of the more prominent and well-known Puranas are Bhagavad, Brahma, Vayu, Agni, Garud, Padma, Vishnu, and Matsya. Matsya. These contain anecdotes about the social, cultural, and religious life of post-Vedic India and provide historians with critical information about geography, history, and dynastic genealogies. The Skanda Purana is the longest, and Markandeya Purana is the shortest Purana. ये भी factual question आ सकता है, sentence based. These Puranas are written in the form of stories which combine myths, legends, and sermons about the deities. This easy form of writing made it very popular amongst the masses who did not always understand the complex Vedas. The Puranas were translated and distributed in various vernacular languages. They used parables and fables to spread their message. अब आगे पढ़ते हैं parables and fables के बारे में. Short stories that in prose or verses illustrate a spiritual, moral or religious lessons. They usually feature a human character. इसको कहते हैं parables. And fables क्या है? Short stories that in prose or verses illustrate a moral through the pithy maxim or clever story. They usually feature animals, inanimate objects, mythical creatures, and plants that are given human-like qualities. आपको खरगोश और कछुए वाली स्टोरी तो याद होगी, तो दैट इज अ फेबल. ठीक है. और पैराबल इज शॉर्ट स्टोरी जिसमें स्पिरिचुअल ह्यूमन कैरेक्टर्स ही रहते हैं. All of us have at some point of time heard a story from Panchatantra, text by Vishnu Sharma. अब पंचतंत्र किसने लिखा है, ये क्वेश्चन एमपीपीसीएस 2013 का है. एक और फैक्ट अबाउट पंचतंत्र is कि पंचतंत्र was translated into 15 Indian and 40 foreign languages. ये क्वेश्चन दो बार राजस्थान एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव सर्विसेज 1992 एंड यूकेपीसीएस 2010 में पूछा जा चुका है, तो आप इसको नोट करके रख सकते हैं. This didactic fable comprises several stories with morals and knowledge about the world through animals. It is an ancient, non-religious text on interrelated animal fables in Sanskrit and believed to be dated around 200 BC to 300 AD. The text deals with human conduct or particularly the wise conduct of life. Another well-known work of the same genre is Hitopdesha, believed to be written by Narayan Pandit around 12th century. This also has several human and animal elements imparting worldly wisdom and advice on political affairs. अब हितोपदेशक को पर्शियन में किसने ट्रांसलेट किया था? तो ताजुल माली ने किया था। और ये यूपीपीसीएस 2013 का क्वेश्चन भी है, नोट कर लीजिए इसको। उपवेदास के बारे में पढ़ेंगे। In Hinduism, the term Upaveda, meaning applied knowledge, refers to traditional literature related to some technical subjects. The Upavedas are as follows. Dharurved, it refers to the science of warfare and is associated with the Yajurved. फिर है गंधर्व वेद, it deals with various aspects of aesthetics including art form like music, dance, poetry, sculpture, erotica, etc. It is associated with Samaved. अब Ayurveda, very important. It is the science of health and life and is associated with अथर्ववेद. ये यूपीपीसीएस 2009 सॉरी 1994 का क्वेश्चन है। इसमें डायरेक्ट पूछा गया था कि साइंस ऑफ हेल्थ एंड लाइफ किसे कहते हैं, तो आयुर्वेद को कहते हैं। फिर है अर्थशास्त्र। इट डील्स विद पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, गवर्नेंस, इकोनॉमी एंड पॉलिटी. इट इज एसोसिएटेड विद अथर्ववेद. ये यूपीपीसीएस 2012, बीपीएससी 2001 एंड 2017 का क्वेश्चन है। फिर है स्थापत्य वेद. इट इज कंसिडर्ड एज अ फिफ्थ उपवेद which relates to engineering and architecture. It is associated with यजुर्वेद. ठीक है, अब उप पुराणास के बारे में पढ़ते हैं. द पुराणास were so popular with the masses क्योंकि इजी लैंग्वेज में लिखा था that they gave rise to another sub genre called उप पुराणास और minor puranas. There are about 19 minor puranas and they are based on five major subjects as dictated by the Sanskrit lexicographer from the Gupta period, Amar Simha. अब पहला कौन सा है? सर्ग, प्रतिसर्ग, मनवंतरा, वामसा, चंद्र सूर्य और वामशानुचरित. अब ये टाइप्स ऑफ पुराना है, नाम इनके दे दिए हैं सर्ग, प्रतिसर्ग, मनवंतरा. और फिर उसमें पूछा गया ये क्या है, टाइप्स ऑफ क्या है, तो ये पुरानास के टाइप्स है और यूपीपीसीएस 2015 का ये क्वेश्चन है. अब सर्ग क्या है? द क्रिएशन ऑफ द यूनिवर्स. प्रतिसर्ग क्या है? द पीरियोडिक साइकिल ऑफ डिस्ट्रक्शन एंड रिक्रिएशन. मनवंतरा क्या है? द पीरियड्स ऑफ मनुज लाइफ टाइम. वामसा क्या है? The genealogies of solar and lunar dynasties of gods and sages. वामशानुचरिता क्या है? आपका डायनेस्टिक हिस्ट्रीज ऑफ kings. Next is Dharma Shastra. It is a collection of ancient Sanskrit texts that contain codes of conduct and moral principles, dharma for Hindus. There are estimated to be between 18 and 100 texts among the collection of Dharma Shastra. It is believed that these originated in the Dharma Sutra text which emerged during the Vedic era. The Dharma Shastra offers commentaries on on responsibilities, duties, and ethics for an individual's behavior towards oneself, one's family, and one's community. The Dharma Shastra texts were written in poetic verses, while the Dharma Sutra texts are based upon Vedas. The Dharma Shastra texts are mainly based on Puranas. The main texts that comprise the Dharma Shastra include the following. सबसे पहले है मनुस्मृति. From about 2nd to 3rd century AD, most often studied, has a particular influence on medieval Buddhism and Hinduism in Cambodia and Indonesia. Manusmriti lays down some of the important legal and social norms prevalent in Indian society. अब इसका थीम क्या है, मनुस्मृति का थीम क्या है, ये पूछा गया था यूपीपीसीएस 2007 में, तो ध्यान रखें. सोसाइटी एंड सोशल नॉर्म्स के बारे में है ये. In the context of distribution of wealth and properties of a person, the paternal estate was to be divided equally among sons after the death of the parents. Women could not claim a share of these resources. Sridan, literally meaning women's wealth, were the gifts they received on the occasion of their marriage by a woman. Uh, Women were allowed to retain Sridhan, मैंने पढ़ा था Sridhan. This could be inherited by their children without any claim of the husband on this property. These norms about access to property and wealth caused various social differences between men and women. Yajnavalkya, Yajnavalkya Smriti from about 4th to 5th century AD considered the best crafted text of the Dharmashastra tradition. फिर है नारद स्मृति फ्रॉम अबाउट 5th to 6th century AD, juridical text as opposed to the text about righteous conduct. Vishnu Smriti from about 7th century AD details the bhakti tradition rather than dharma directly. The Dharma Shastra attracted second works called commentaries, bhasyas, and digest nibandhas. Bhasyas क्या है? They typically interpret and explain the Dharma Shastra, accept or reject the ideas along with reasons why. Prominent Bhasya authors related to Manusmriti were Bharusi and या फिर Bharuki and Medhatithi, etc. Nibandhas, the need for Nibandhas arose primarily because of the conflicts and disagreements on the particular subject across the various Dharma texts. They attempted to reconcile, bridge, or suggest a compromise guidelines to the numerous disagreements in the primary Dharma text. The oldest surviving Nibandha is Kritya Kalpataru, from early 12th century by Lakshmi Dhara of Kannauj in present Uttar Pradesh. Other notable authors of Nibandhas include Jimutvahan and Raghunandan wrote on inheritance, Nanda Pandit wrote on adoption, Todarmal wrote on king's duties, Kandeswara, uh, Kamalakara, Kamalakara Bhatta, Nilakantha and Mitra Mishra, they all wrote on judicial process. A few notable Nibandhas were written by women. These include Lakshmi Devi's Vivad Chandra and Mahadevi Dhiramati's uh, Danavakya Vali. ठीक है. Do we have time left for continuing? No, we are already off limits. So classical Sanskrit literature हम next lecture में पढ़ेंगे. Till then keep watching घटना सूत्र and keep learning. मिलते हैं next lecture में. Till then bye.